It is high noon on April 27, 2010, and the Tuesday edition of the Daily Journal is upon the streets. Mike Fry here with Caleb Benoit. Caleb, the Moment School Board met last night, and a vote to reinstate Principal Judy Pappas was taken. It was rejected by a 4-3 vote. The board president broke the tie. Now, she's been a principal there for several years, but resigned apparently under fire a couple months ago, but then there was a groundswell of support to bring her back, so she reapplied for the job, and one of the board members asked for a surprise vote to get her reinstated, but not yet.
So she can still apply for the position among the pool of other applicants, but she just
It appears
won't.
that way, yes, but there's some 40-odd applicants out there, so we'll see what happens.
You can read more about that on the front page of today's paper. Mike, another story in the paper today that caught your eye was one on the Our World page. Jack Kevorkian's van was listed on eBay, but has since been removed amid some controversy.
Amid some controversy. For those of you who remember, Dr. Jack Kevorkian, known as Dr. Death in the early 90s, the guy on the forefront of the assisted suicide movement. This van he would drive around and assist with these suicides, and it was on eBay, and some people didn't think that was too cool, so no longer on eBay. However, on HBO, you will find an excellent movie right now with Al Pacino playing Jack Kevorkian, and he's a dead ringer. Even Kevorkian comes on and says, you know, I can't believe how much he looks like me. So if you get a chance to watch that, it's a good movie. Pacino, Susan Sarandon, John Goodman, A-list of actors, directed by Barry Levinson. I give it a recommendation.
Only you could find a connection between that story and something you've
Only
seen on
me.
TV, but good job. In the meantime, we're going to check in with Sean Loftus. He is our weather guy, and he has the forecast. Sean, take it away.
How's it going, everybody? This is Sean Loftus. I am your weather guy and videographer here at the Daily Journal, and I'm here to give you your AccuWeather forecast. Today's forecast is looking to be same as it ever was, mid to low 60s in case you haven't been paying attention. And specifically today we're looking at a high of about 60 degrees with a low of 32. We're going to have clouds. We're going to have clouds breaking towards the midday, and it'll exchange that for some sun, obviously. We're going to have a very clear skies tonight. It's going to be moonlit, but very, very chilly, getting down to near freezing temperatures. We're going to have an ever so slight uptick in temperatures tomorrow with a high of 64, but then we're looking for the big jump, a 13-degree jump, that is, with 77 being the high for Thursday. This has been Sean Loftus, and we'll kick it back to the guys in the newsroom.
Mike, we are back, and every once in a while here on the News at Noon, we talk about the Dear Abby column that runs in our newspaper. Readers write into her, ask them some of life's toughest questions. Mike, today's is about food, something we talk about quite often. A reader wants to know if it is unusual to eat each portion of your dinner one at a time. So, for example, if you had a plate of food, is it weird to eat the pork chop in its entirety before you move on to the mashed potatoes, and then the green beans, and then whatever else?
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Well, I'd never heard of cereal eating till now, but now that I've heard of it, I've done that, and I would describe it as both cereal eating and rapid fire eating.
Rapid fire?
When I was a kid, well, I have 5 brothers, so there's 6 of us, okay, and then mom and dad be there, so there's 8 people at the dinner table to eat, and so out came 10 pork chops. Well, I would devour one of those pork chops and inhale it like in 3 seconds or less, because I wanted to get the second pork chop.
Okay.
And the only way I could do that is to get that first
You
one
had
out
to
of the
fight
way
off
in a
the
hurry.
other brothers.
Yeah, to fight the other ones
Okay.
off to get it to it. So, like, you know, do the math. There were 10 there, that's 8, so there were 2 left. Now, if there was only 1 left, that was a problem, okay? Because sometimes I would reach out for it, and here my dad would come with a fork, wham! Okay,
you with the
get
fork.
me out of there. That
Yeah.
last pork chop was his. Have some more potatoes and green beans, he said. That last pork chop
You
was
have,
mine.
you have any scars there on your wrist or your
If
hand?
you look
from
in there, there
stabbed?
might still be some embedded in there, okay?
Check out Dear Abby in today's edition of the Daily Journal. Subscribe by calling us at 815-937-3322. Till tomorrow, you stay classy.
I would also risk choking by eating that way.
What's that now?
I'd also risk choking by eating that way.
Just to try and
Yeah,
get
and
it.
burning the roof of my mouth, too.
It kind of reminds me of a buddy of mine who loves to quote movies and quotes a lot of movies, but does them all in basically the same voice. And that's not. I mean, that's nothing to get. I mean,
It's
you
my
know.
franchise, man.
No, that's what I mean.
Like-
Your Jimmy Stewart and your Al Pacino and Scarface are
Same thing.
kind of exchangeable, and you know,